Good morning, everybody. I tried to go live this morning on Facebook, but as usual with my connection, it didn't happen. So I am here from Going Monarch Homestead. It's been a while, but I'm going to give you an update on the last batch of meat birds for 2022 are going to be Delaware meat birds from Murray McMurray. Thumbs up, Murray McMurray. They have sent me, I ordered 30, they sent me 31 plus one bonus, which is different. We'll see what that one turns out to be. It may end up joining our egg layers. However, these are dual purpose birds and they are a longer grow out. They can take up to 14 weeks to get to the maximum weight that they will get for a meat bird. They're going to eat a little slower than the Cornish cross, which is, to me, better for my budget because it can get really scary when they start going through so much feed. You end up spending so much money on feed nowadays. So I've already counted them, dipped their water in the magic water. Magic water you can find on Justin Rhodes' website, or I can actually see if I can figure out how to put a link at the bottom. But basically it is apple cider vinegar and water and honey and garlic. So depending on how much you want to make at a time. I don't make a lot at a time. And then I actually just went in the house and got some regular water, drinking water for them to put in here, so they have that as well. Let me get that, and then I'll show them to you. This is rather big, but they seem to be pretty lively, and I think they can handle it. Watch out, guys, coming through. There you go. There you go. Right to it. Good job, guys. So my brooder has a plate warmer, so they can go under it and get warm like Mama Hen. I may have to adjust the height on it. They seem a little bit bigger, but on this side, I don't know, maybe. And then I have a heat lamp here that is over the feed and water. Our temperatures here in Tennessee have dipped down into the 40s overnight, so this room will get cooler. So they'll need that warmth. And like I said, they're just really lively and eating and drinking, and they like the grit pan for sure. And there's the bonus one, a little darker. They still look pretty similar to a Cornish cross, but I have noticed the wings have some markings on them. You can see, maybe with this light, it's kind of hard to see, but there's some dark markings on the wings, unlike the Cornish cross. So, but they sure are doing good. Yep. Successful shipment. And they come from Iowa. I think it is Iowa or Idaho. So, that's the update on our meat bird production. The reason we did this experiment is because we want to be self-sufficient. Obviously, Cornish crosses are not a self-sufficient type of meat bird. They can't be bred. These can, and I do have an incubator, so I can actually incubate them myself. If hen, you know, it can be a little hairy to try to do it with a hen and a rooster, have a separate place for them and all that kind of thing. So, but they may join egg-laying flock to get my egg production up, because so far my hatchlings from my first batch of black Australops have not started laying, but they should be. So we also have the bonus bird that came with our last meat birds in here with them. And she does look like she's going to be a hen, and she's supposed to lay colorful eggs or something. That's what they said. So, but yeah, and we now have them in this spot over here because I had to take them out of the garden. So they are now in between the shop and the shed. So they've got two windbreaks. So that should help for winter time. And no, we can't move them around as much, but we are going to take care of that sanitary issue on the weekend. We are doing our annual, semi-annual, every other year rental from Sunbelt in Jackson. They give a really great discount to veterans. So if you're needing to chip up some wood for mulch or for garden beds or whatever, they really do give a great discount, and they let you have it all weekend. They're closed on the weekend, so they do let you pick it up on Friday, drop it off on Monday, so that's really great. And when they came and cut our trees that we needed cut that were close to the house when we first moved in, they made us a pile of them off to the side over here, and that is what we're going to chip this weekend. That pile right there. Obviously some of that is bigger than 6 inches, so it will not be chipped. It will just be in a pile, and he can cut it. And if we ever get our fireplace, wood-burning fireplace, we will use it. Or if not, we might burn it outside in evenings or something. So we haven't filmed, I don't think, since we rented a auger to get some posts put in, some bigger posts for gates and corners to the rest of our internal pasture fencing. So that's one of them. That's going to be the one that has a gate that goes from here across to cut this all off, so that no animals can go out into the road or go over to other people's property. And then the fence line will go up this tree, under the tree line, leaving a pathway for, this is all our property too, for us to drive and potentially have a drive if need be at some point. So, as I said, we moved the chickens out over there so that the garden, hush, could be worked and covered for winter. And Carrie got in here with the tractor. We do not have a tiller, so he just kind of loosened everything up, and I just been wanting my back to be in good enough shape to come in here and rake all this dead stuff out. I'm going to rake as much of it as I can, and then I'm going to get my silage sharps out here and cover it up so it's put to bed for the winter, and hope that next year we have a better soil for our garden. We'll probably have to add again more soil, but this space is going to expand too. We have a step that goes off this way, so we are planning on taking this portion out over to here and moving this portion over to that side and opening that up, and then this will be closed off, and my garden will expand out this way. On this side it'll go out, the compost will move, the mulch will move, and I have the wrong shoes to be taking you on a tour, but what are you gonna do? Our piggies are moved up. We were gonna keep running them in the woods, but I don't know, we just decided that Carrie's had a couple of trips that he has taken for work, and it makes it very difficult for me to get down there, and I've had a couple falls down there. So we just put in some T-posts, ran some pasture fence, ran an electric line along the bottom, and here they are. That's another reason why we need mulch to keep it sanitary. We had some mulch at the other property, which he brought a load over, and we've been trying to cover their poop and keep it sanitary for them. So they've created quite the bog there, and they're on free feed, so they're doing really well. They've got good weight, and it's very possible they may not even make it to November. They were supposed to be processed in December. But we gotta watch what happens. The sheep. I may pick up the camera here later on when I go in to feed them, and I will put myself at risk to show you firsthand our buck's behavior, and the decision we've made with him. We are still waiting for a sign that our girls have been made pregnant, or as the English called it, fall pregnant. They have developed teats, the girls, but obviously nothing swelling or anything. They haven't reached 7 months yet. One was late March, one was early April, but he, which is the guy over here, obviously, he was born in February, so he's older, so he should be like all over it, but they're not there yet. I mean, I've seen some behaviors, but no follow through, so to speak. So anyway, they are very particular about what grass they want to eat and what they don't. Build up their condition for pregnancy, which is what I was told to do. I don't get them a lot, but he tends to be a real bupkis when it comes to feed sharing. So that's another thing that drives me nuts about him. But if I put him alone, I'm pretty sure he would jump fences to get back to them because he is very protective, which is a good thing. I don't have a problem with that. What's left of our turkey flock that we had, I think I ordered 15 turkeys. I don't know if I've ordered 15 or 20. I'd have to look back in my documents, but we now have 11, 10, 11. I'm not sure. I think we have 10. And we've had a few escapees. We have 3 toms and the rest are females, and they're getting really, aggressive with each other. So again, that was supposed to take place, that processing. They're normally a heritage breed. They're supposed to be like, 24 weeks you can go. But that's not, I don't think that's going to be the number we're going to be shooting for here. So I'm going to kind of evaluate their size and their weight. Carrie's going to go and kind of pick them up and see what he thinks of their weight, and if they're close enough to what we want in weight, we may go ahead and process them sooner and get them off the ground. They do a heavy manure load, and this is not just their pasture. This is the sheep pasture, which obviously is coming up to where the grasses will start, dying off and they'll be going on hay. So, and we have all of that, but you don't want the manure load to sit there in the wintertime when it won't break down. So we're looking at that, and we'll see what happens, but that could possibly be in just a few weeks. Not that many, so not a big deal as far as processing. However, Carrie remade our scalder, which if you look back at our last chicken processing, you'll see that it did not work. It did not heat water. So we had to just do a large pot, which isn't as good when you're talking about a turkey. You really need that scalder. So Carrie's going to be looking at that and get that fixed. Then we will be good to go for turkey processing, which will be the next thing that happens. And we're not 100% sure about exactly when that's going to be. So I'm going to pick you up later on when it's time to go see the sheep, and I will film what Starbuck does. Interesting. So I'll catch you in a few. Hey, I'm back. It is, probably close to 4 o'clock here in Tennessee. And by the time you see this, the storm will have passed in Florida, where my kids are. But I've just talked to them, and they are all together. Storm's not on top of them, and they have lost power. So I already did some posting on Facebook and gotten with a few of my prayer warriors to cover them and protection, and hoping that any of you all that are out there that are in that area, that you don't suffer loss. And if by chance you do, that there's someone bigger than all of us that will comfort us and keep us. All we need to do is ask. So we're thinking of you, praying for you out there. I'm coming out to show you what Starbuck the sheep does that's not appropriate. And look at this. I have this gathering of turkey. Hi guys, how's it going? A little windy today, huh? Yeah, it could be worse. Could definitely be worse. What do you guys think? Do you think they're big enough to process now? What do you think? Kind of hard to tell on camera. Kind of hard to tell. All right, let's take a walk down here and see the sheep. We really need to seed some of this. Hey y'all. So I'll sit you guys up here. Cut it out, guys. See how he paws at that? It's not the only aggression. Dog's going crazy for the pigs. So, this here is Starbuck. He's a pig. Now you're looking at his butt. And this is Cream. Named her that because she was a bottle baby, rejected. And then this is Sugar, and she was not rejected. I mean, he's a big boy. And he packs a punch. Born up here and check the water. There's plenty of grass here that we should be eating. Hey you. How doing, girl? Hi. You can come see me. You can come see me. Yes. I don't have any more food, but you can come see me. Hi, sweetheart. You're a sweet girl, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're a sweet girl. Look out, here he comes. I'm gonna lick my stick. No, don't eat the camera. No, that's mine. That's mine. See, there goes the feet. and I block him with a stick because his aggression. Now if I turn my back, he will come running at me, but I don't really want to get hit, so. Now why you're pawing at him, I have no idea. What's going on, girl? Okay, I think there's a little confusion about what your position is. She's trying to get you to leave me alone, I think. She's a good girl. Yes. Aren't you? Nope. Nope. No. And he won't stop. He'll keep at it until he decides it's time to try to ram me. And even through the fence, see? And I don't mind him being productive of the girls. That's okay, but not from me. So that's not even the worst of it. But